Alright, first let's warm up our shoulders. My go-to warm-up exercises I do before getting to the main shoulder mobility exercises are firstly shoulder circles. So we simply stretch our arms out to the side and then we perform small circles. 10 reps one way and then 10 reps the other way. Then we can move on to bigger circles, getting a wider range of motion. Again, 10 reps both ways. And then the second exercise is overhead shoulder flexion and extension. So we simply place our arms above our head and move them back and forth with the aim to swing each arm as far back as possible so we can start opening our shoulders up more. Okay, on to the main exercises. The first exercise is the shoulder dislocate, where we grab a solid stick with the back of our hand facing forward and place our arms like so. And while maintaining straight arms, we pass the stick over our head and down to our lower back. If you're new to this, the wider the grip, the easier it is, and the more narrow the grip, the harder it gets. Now, we don't want this movement to be painful, so choose a length that just feels slightly uncomfortable. You don't want to overdo this as you may get injured. This exercise is great for opening the shoulders up, and you can hold it in the most difficult position to get a really nice stretch in our pecs. And as we progress in calisthenics and continue to strengthen our chest and shoulders, our muscles will get tighter over time, so it's important to consistently stretch them out. And this exercise is great for doing just that. Now, there is another variation where we can hold the stick behind our body with our palms facing forward. We grab the stick in a wider grip and perform the same movement. This time our arms become internally rotated as we reach the end range of motion, and then we come back to our original position. One last variation we can do is hold the stick again with the straight arms, back of the hand facing forward, and we can just do one arm going up and around and then back the other way. Then we also do the other arm, and this just helps to get a more well-rounded stretch and lubricated joint. The next exercise is shoulder flexion and extension. So for those that are new, shoulder flexion is the upward movement and extension is the opposite way. So we grab something around a 3 to 6 kilogram weight, or a 6 to 13 pounds is what I'd recommend, but adjust if you need to. Then we simply lie on our backs on a bench and we control the weight up into full flexion, ensuring that our backs don't lift off the bench. We can do this by squeezing our glutes together. Hold for a second in the end range of motion and then extension back into our original position. 2 to 3 sets of around 10 reps is a good range to aim for. Remember, this is a mobility video. The goal is to improve flexibility, range of motion, and stability without overloading the muscles. So focus on control rather than intensity. If you find yourself holding your breath or struggling to breathe while performing these movements, it's a good sign to say you're going too hard and you should take a step back. Now, also, if we wanted to, we could even just spend a minute hanging out in this end range of motion to further improve our flexibility. Okay guys, to be honest, I would say that these exercises are sufficient enough for you to set you up to make a solid progress in your handstand. You don't really need a whole lot for the handstand. However, if you do want to progress on to more advanced skills, then definitely more training would be required. So that's it for this video. Let's get it. Next exercise is shoulder.
How do you get into the account again?